Hi, you guys. How are you this evening? I'm going to get myself caught up here. Let's close some of these windows so I can get to my Facebook page. I think Facebook was down this morning. I tried to get on and it wouldn't let me on. Let's see. There I am. So hello. I've got just about a minute left and then we will get started. So I've been trying to catch up with all of my new catalog stuff. I have not launched it. I have not had a launch party, which normally I do. But I think what I'm going to do is do a walkthrough and show you the stamps that are in here, give you some ideas on the different, what you can make with the stamps. There's beautiful stamps in here and you're going to love it. I know you will. So I will schedule that. See, today's Thursday. I might be able to do this tomorrow evening, actually. So if you're available and you're interested in seeing inside the catalog and just going through it, I will meet you here tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. How's that sound? Okay, so now that it's 8:10, I will go ahead and get started. So thank you for being here. My name is Teresa Tucker and I'm the owner of Tucker Top Notch Designs. I have been stamping since 2006. I've been with Stampin' Up off and on since then. Prior to that, I did strictly scrapbooking. So I don't scrapbook as much right now because I'm running this as a business. So I came back to Stampin' Up to run it as a business almost 2 years ago. And it's been a joy. I have had so much fun with this. It's unbelievable. I mean, the people that you meet, being able to help others, show them their creative side, help them develop that. It's just wonderful. And Stampin' Up is such a good company to work with as well. So I don't think I could end up with a better company. I've sold other things before, but nothing has compared to this company. They are so interested in people and relationships, and that's exactly how they run this company, and they are sincere. So if you ever think that you want to join my team, I would love to have you. I'll just go over this right here. This is my host code. That's for May. So at the beginning of each month, on the 1st, I will post my host code on my blog, and you will find my blog here. I have a tiny URL to make it really easy. Just https://tinyurl.com/Teresa, that's Teresa with an H, Tucker blog. And that'll take you right to my blog, and you'll see that where I have the host code at. It's in the sidebar on the right. You can't miss it, and it's bright. So also, this is my Gmail. If you want to contact me through email, that's the way that you can contact me. This is my shop on Stampin' Up. And again, it's a tiny URL.com/shop with Teresa, Teresa with an H, and I'll take you right to my store. Right now on my blog, I have you'll see a picture of the catalog, and if you click on it, it'll take you to a PDF. so that you can look through the catalog. And you'll find that on my blog. And of course, right now we're on Facebook.com/Tucker TND. That's Tucker Top Notch Designs. So we will go ahead and get started. Hi, Carol. I'm happy to see you. How's your husband doing? Okay, so tonight we're gonna make a card, and it's a little it's not one that I have done before, so I had to scramble this afternoon when I got off work to really figure out how this works, and I think I've got it. So here is the card, and it opens like this. Isn't that neat? That is so neat. And then just slip this back through the hole. You can like bend it a little bit to get it to go through, but that's how this card works. And it fits perfectly in the envelope. So I've decorated the envelope. I also covered the outside on the flap, just so that they coordinate. That's something that I enjoy doing. And then I put some jewels on there to help spruce it up a little bit. I did pop this flower up on dimensionals. I fussy cut the flower. I thought when I started it that it had a die for it, but it does not have a die for that. This is the stamp set. It's called Quiet Meadow, and this is the flower that I have here on the front. And when I get my stamp sets, I put a little tag on the side that tells me what dies coordinate with it, or what punch. If it has a punch instead, I put that right on the side so that I know that this one uses the meadow dies. Now this is a magnetic sheet that I got from Stampin Storage. Here it is right here. I purchased the 6x7 magnetic cards because they're a little bit bigger, and they have the envelope, the pouches to go with them. So I did purchase those. I didn't have those at first. And then I found out that they had those pouches that this will fit in. So I went ahead and got some. Here's the package that it comes in. It comes like this, 6x7 pocket. And it has tabs on it, as you can see here. So initially when I would I just put my dies onto the magnetic sheet, magnetic card actually, because it's thick. It's got a backing to it, so, and it's very strong. I mean, the dies are not going to fall off of it. I think you'd be really happy with it if you decided you wanted to put your dies on a magnet card. I think you'd be really happy with this. So what I used to do was I've got it's called a Brother labeler, and it looks like this. And for mine, I use the very thin, when I'm working with these, I use the very thin tape, and it's really easy. You just pop this open and you just drop that in, and it's ready to go. So if you're looking for something to label your magnet cards with or anything else, I switch the tape out and I use it all the time. That's how I keep myself organized and everything together where it belongs. And of course you can get that anywhere, and they also have several different colors of tape that you can get in different sizes. So so I used to put it like right here, which that's sticky right now, but I'll have to clean it off. But I took the label off of there and I put it on here. These pockets came yesterday in the mail. So I've probably got 40 different cards with dies on them. So I have a lot to transfer into these pockets. So, but yeah, they protect them. They just keep them all together. So if you do use magnet sheets, like a lot of people have tried, and then I would highly recommend that you get the pockets, because those fall off those sheets very easily, unfortunately. And I've tried a couple different things. I have a downline, and she's tried other things too. They haven't worked for her either. So I would highly recommend getting these 6x7 magnet cards. They come a little smaller too. I think they also come in a 5x7. Now, some people will get the 5x7 and then just fit them right inside. Just fit them right in here. I haven't tried that, but I've been told that they fit inside, but I don't know for sure. So don't take my word for it. Okay. Let's put this stuff out of the way. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Carol. Yeah, I found that today online. I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to show tonight? And that's what I found. So it's simple. And so I thought, okay, I think I can probably show this. I can probably figure it out enough to do it. The other card that I made is this one. It's a little hello from me to you. Now with this one, I stamped directly on the circle. I like this stamp set. It's the hand penned petals, and these are the dies that go with it. So I really like it. Oh, and I told you that I do put that little sticker right here. I also put with my dies which stamp set it coordinates with too. So I keep those together. And in case you're wondering, I've got pinned flower dies, which is the name of the dies. There's 14 dies. This is the product number. And then this AC21 tells me that this is in the annual catalog for 2021. That's what that means. So here this says, a little hello from me to you. This is so artistic. I like that it's not complete. You could easily color it in with your Stampin' blends if you wanted to do that, but I like the look of it just the way that it is. So then you open this up, and this time I put a little designer series paper on the inside, and I stamped anything as possible, and then I cut it out with one of the ovals. We have oval dies. They're called let's see, I don't have them right here. Let me roll away. Oh, here they are. They are called the layering oval dies. So here's one I don't have a pocket for, so I need to transfer this to a pocket so that I don't lose them. So that's what I used for that one. Now, I just realized something. This is retired. This just retired. It just retired May 3rd. So if you're interested in dies like this, you'll have to just shop around. I know Facebook, there's several sites, groups that are selling the retired Stampin' Up! Products. So you could look there, or you could look out on eBay, or there's lots of places. You can go to the marketplace on Facebook and look there. You'll probably find them if you're interested in them. I don't know what they're going to cost, but I am not going to part with these. I enjoy them, I like them, and I use them too much. So let's go ahead and get started here. This is my envelope and the outside, the flap. So like I said, I like to decorate those. Just adds a little extra touch. Okay, so for this project, we are going to use a stamp set that I haven't used. I think I've only used it once. It's the Nothing's Better Than. I've got an envelope for us to decorate. And these are the dies that go with it. Here we go. Here's the pocket. Love you more. Nope, that's not it. Love you more than dies. Maybe that is it. I didn't realize it. And it coordinates with nothing's better than. So yeah, love you more than chocolate, coffee, cookies. That's what it is. That is correct. So that's what we're going to make this evening. You're probably going to have to help me a little because like I said, I haven't tried this on this card, so I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go together, but we're going to go ahead and get started. I've already cut out my little chocolate. So you're going to start out with, it'll be a full sheet, 8.5 by 11, and you're going to cut it right down the center on the short side at 4 1/4. So you'll cut it right there. Then you're going to score it at 4 1/4 and at 8.5. I'm just going to set this aside for now. We're probably going to need it, but we'll just set it aside and get it out of the way. So, of course, your card's going to go together like this, and then this is going to close. So what I like to do is, well, I didn't mark it first, but all you need to do is get a 2-inch circle, and we have the dies for those. They used to have a 2-inch punch, but they don't use that anymore. So these are the dies that we're going to use tonight. I've already taken the 2-inch circle off and the smaller one as well. It's over by my stamp cut and emboss machine. So I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to show you how to get this cut out, and then we'll get started on the card. Alrighty, here's my little mini stamp cut and emboss machine. I was using this last week and it started sliding around on me. So when we get our rubber stamps, they come on sheets that look like this. And Meg Lovin showed this one time, and I saw her I saw her do this. And if you cut a piece of this off and take off the other side as well, it'll stick to the bottom here, and then your stamp cut and emboss machine won't move around. It'll stay put pretty much. Okay, that's a little tip for you from Meg. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this circle out right here. We're going to use the 2-inch circle. Hopefully this will fit in here, and of course it's not going to because I want it to. So just one second, let me get the big one. Okay, here we go. Now, let me get some stuff out of the way. Here we go. All right, hopefully you can see that. So we're going to just straighten this out. There we go. So we're going to put this down on our plate. So in case you don't know how this works, you start out with plate number 1. And on here, it tells you exactly what plates you need. So for the dies, let's see, using with thin dies, you want plate number 1. You want plate number 2, which is this one here. And then you want plate number 3, which is this one. Then you put your die and your cardstock down like this. And then you're going to put another 3 on top of that. So let me get this straightened up. kind of hard to work at the side like this. Okay, so I want my circle right there, and I want it basically cut in half right here. So I think I'm gonna just grab a sticky note and put that on there just to hold it in place. Here's one, because I don't want it to move around. End up with 1/4 of a cut instead of a 1/2 of one. We don't want that. All right, so we run it through the machine. And there we go. So there's our circle all cut out. Now we're going to hold on to this piece because we need it to attach to here, okay? So let's see, what do we, oh, I bent it. Let's see. So first thing I need to do is decide, do I want another smaller piece on the inside of this? And I think I might. So I'll go ahead and cut this. This is a piece of Blushing Bride. And I'm just going to cut it out with this. This is the next size down from the 2-inch die. Go ahead and run that through. And there's our smaller circle, and it'll go right on here if that's what we end up doing, and it probably will. So that's why I wanted to get that cut first. Then I replace my dies so I don't lose them. You know, when you've been stamping as long as I have, you learn some tricks, and you learn the hard way sometimes too. So we'll go ahead and get this out of the way. All right, so now let's see. We need to put some Designer Series paper on here. And this stack right here, I know I've shown it to you before, but it's worth showing. This is a host gift. And so if you get some friends together and we do a stamp class, or we just get together and craft and have some fun, we can do that in person or online. And if you and your friends, if you end up selling $150 worth of Stampin' Up! Product, which is not hard to do, most companies require you just to spend $300. So if you do that, then you're eligible for a hostess gift. And this is one of them. This is called the Pattern Party Design Series paper. You get 48 sheets of 12 by 12. I've never seen a 12 by 12 package this big. Never. 48 sheets. That's a lot. And it tells you right here what cardstock, or what colors. It can be ink, it can be Stampin' Blends, it can be cardstock, whatever. But these are the colors that coordinate with the paper that's in here. So we need to figure out what we want to put for the background for our chocolate candy. So we've got this one. I don't think black's gonna work. I'm kind of favoring, that's why I grabbed this one. I'm kind of favoring that. So let's see. Now that's bright. I like that. Carol, speak up if you see something you like. Here's one of them. And it's black and white on the back. I think it looks like, to me, it's all black and white on the back. That's really neat. I like that. I don't think it'll go, though, with the chocolate. And then it looks like it starts over. The patterns start again. Yep. Okay. Oh, here's one I haven't seen, though. That's pretty. There's hearts. So let's see, what do you think? Should we do stripes? Stripes might be fun. There's some green, which that's what I used on this other card that I created earlier, this one here. That's that designer series paper. I like this. I like that you can see the pattern, but it's not real bright. It's kind of muted. So, okay. So what are we going to use? You like the squiggly line one. Okay, let's see which one that is. The squiggly line. You stop me now if you see it, because I don't know. I don't know which one it is. It's not that. I don't see the squiggly line one. Is it the camera? Oh, I passed it. All right, I'll go slower. Do you see it yet? I'm just going to go really slow because I know there's a delay with the camera. Do you see it? Are you talking about that one? Well, that's that one, so I think you would have pointed that out. I guess I don't see it, Carol. Is it this one? I must have passed it again because I think it just repeats after this. Is it this one? It must be this one. It does kind of look like squiggly lines. Yes, okay. Yay. All right. Carol, my buddy. I couldn't do this without her. She's fantastic. She's a demonstrator. She's building her business. She's enjoying it. She's working on a downline, and she's doing well enough. She's about to promote again. So we're working together. Now, let's, I'll bring my cutter back over. Uh-oh. I might need that. Let me get that. Because I think maybe I might need it for our chocolate. Okay. So the size that fits the front of this is 4 by 4. So we're going to cut this 4 by 4. That's okay. When I looked at it on my laptop, it does look real squiggly. So I figured that must have been the one you were talking about. So this will go on here like that. Do we want to put something behind it though? Another color? Or just leave it like that? what design would I call this paper? Mermaid tail, maybe? I don't know. It kind of looks like a mermaid. You know what I'm saying? The scales? I have no idea. In that case, maybe I should turn it around this way. It's interesting, that's for sure. So I think I'm going to go ahead and choose I'm going to put some paper behind it. What shall it be? Maybe some Granny Apple Green. That might not go well with cookies though. Or chocolate, but for that matter. Not enough, enough of it's not going to show. There's not going to be that much of it showing, so it'll probably be fine. So let's go ahead and now we're going to cut this 4x4, and then we're going to cut the Designer Series paper down by 1/4 of an inch so that it layers nicely. How's your husband doing? Hope he's doing well. Okay, so we cut 1/4 of an inch off of both sides of that. Let's get this out of the way for a minute. Boy, there's a really, it's reflective against that paper trimmer. Yeah, almost blind yourself. Okay. So this will go here, and then we'll put it on here. We'll get our Stampin' Seal. And now with this Stampin' Seal, I've told you this before, but it bears repeating. You see how if you don't like flick your wrist, or some people say you need to pull down and then go back like that so that it advances the tape. Either way works, but if it ever gets stuck, you just have to use your finger to get it started again. No problem. Okay. Now, let's put this paper down. Yeah, so when I was going through this pack, I noticed that everything on the back side is black and white, which I like black and white. I like making cards that are monochrome. And black and white works really well for that. Okay, so now this is going to fold over like that. And then we're going to put this here. But first, let's see. We need to figure out exactly how we're going to design this. Let's look at the stamp set. So, let's see. Let's see. Today's plan, consume coffee or cookies or chocolate. I have chocolate out, so we'll do chocolate. Today's plan. I'm going to do a day without, and then we'll put chocolate on here. Thank you. Yeah, I think I like it too. A day without. So this is where we think about it. All right, so here's the plan. I'm going to use this. So this will color the inside and this will be the outside. And I think the way this works, so this will color the inside. We'll set that there. And then this, I think, probably gets cut out with this. Yep, I'm sure exactly that's what it is. All right, so let's bring in the mini, because I know it'll fit on there. Well, first we need to stamp it, I guess. And where'd I put my little pad? I have everything at my fingertips, honestly. Just need to dig it out. Okay, so we're going to need that so that we can stamp this. So this is why I got out these stamp pads. Usually this part would be the darker color. So we've got early espresso, soft suede, and crumb cake. So one of these will have to be the actual color of the chocolate. So I'm thinking maybe soft suede. So let's give that a try. We can change it if we don't like it. Now we don't want to stamp it on there. We want to get a different piece of cardstock to stamp it on. And we want the inside first. All right, so we're gonna stamp it here in the soft suede, and then we'll stamp it on our cardstock. Boy, that is dark chocolate. When I said soft suede, I didn't think it would be that dark, but that's dark, which I like dark chocolate. Mike likes it better than I do. I'm not as crazy about it. I'm a milk chocolate girl. So, but if I'm desperate, I'll eat anything. Any kind of chocolate will do. So now we're going to use the early espresso. Now we may not like this, and if we don't, we'll stamp it again and we'll use crumb cake. That's pretty dark. Let's stamp it with crumb cake and see if it looks better. There. I like that. And then we can outline it with the soft suede. I think that would look nice. Not that I have anything against dark chocolate, you see. It's just that it's hard to see, even with the early espresso, it's hard to see the detailed lines. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get over this a little bit better so I can see it clearer. There we go. That's okay. I think I can do better. Let's try it over here. Sorry, I hope you can see this. That's as good as it's going to get because it's lined up right here, but that is at the top, so it's larger than the first stamp that I put down. So this is called two-step stamping. You stamp one image and then you stamp a different one. So, and then they layer together like that. That's how they work. And Stampin' Up's coming out with, or they have come out with some gorgeous two-step stamping with lots of details, like with flowers and stuff. They're beautiful. And I will introduce some of those as we go along while we're in the new catalog. I was a little surprised though. There were several stamp sets that I already have that carried over, so I was very surprised about that. Which I'm not complaining, but it doesn't stop me from spending money. I still buy it all. Okay, so now we're going to cut out the candy. All right, let's get this out of the way. We'll bring this back over. Our little mini stamp cut and emboss machine. And now the same with this, we need the same, what they call a sandwich. So we're going to start out with, this is one. Now for this one, it's a little bit different. It is a little bit different because you're going to start out with 1 and then 2 and then your cardstock and your die and then another 2. So it goes together like this. And again, I'm going to use a piece of Post-it to kind of hold it in place. There. And then we'll put the other plate 2 on there and just run it through. I think now we're done with that, but I won't put it away yet. We'll just see if we like this. You gotta peel this off very carefully. Aw, isn't that cute? You have to admit, that's cute. All right, let's go on to the next step. We'll put that back. And what's this say? I'll have to look at my stamp set and see what that says. I can't see, I can't read it. We might have to cut it out to figure out what it says. Slide that back in the sleeve, set it aside. And we'll grab our card. So I'm thinking that we'll put this on here. And maybe this will go on there like that. Let's see here. I think we're going to do a day without. So do we want to put that down here? If we do that, then I definitely want to put something on here. Maybe some more of the Granny Apple Green cardstock. So I know this is 4.5 coming across here. Well, 4 1/4 actually. So I think I'll do 4 1/4. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll do 4 1/4 by 2. 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. Trying to see what that would look like. I'm going to get the Granny Apple Green. No, that's not big enough. Dig it in my scraps. Okay, 4 1/4. And what did I say this was? It's 2 1/2, so I'll do 2 1/4. And then we'll need to punch that circle out. Get that out of the way again. That's too wide. I need to take a 1/4 inch off of that. Oh, that's too much. Okay. It's going to be one of those. I did this the last time. I was measuring something and I didn't measure it right. So I said it was 4 1/4. And I want to cut it a 1/4 of an inch shorter. So 4 should be perfect. What did I say I did this one at? Oh, I cut it too short. Yeah. Okay. This will be 4. And I think I said 2 1/2. Nope, 2 1/4 this way. There we go. That's what we needed. Okay. Yay! Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. If you end up shopping with me, some of you don't know what this is. It's a host code. So the way that works is when you purchase merchandise and it's over $25, for every $25 you spend, you get a token from me, and it comes in the form of a certificate. Actually, we keep track of it. I send you a copy of your balance each time you place an order. But as you earn, the more and more that you spend over a year's time, then that gets added up, and then you get a shopping spree if you hit a certain amount. And I've got that information on my blog, and I'd be happy to share that with you. But that's what that is for. You just don't want to shop without it. Okay, so what we're going to have to do this time is we need to cut out this circle. I think I need to put this, I don't want to adhere it permanently just yet. I just want to put this down here so that we can see where we need to put the die to cut the circle out. So there's that, and I can use so that's what we want to cut out. You didn't know you had to be a carpenter to do this, did you? All right. So let's cut this out. And this is the 2-inch circle. Set this on here just to line it up. And now we'll put a Post-it on there to hold it in place. There, I think that's it. Now we'll run this through. Oh, my die is sticking out. I think it's going to be fine. There's that. We don't want that. Set that there. Get this out of the way. All right, so now we have this cut. You want to be careful. I'll bring this back in. So this is going to fit. That's adhesive that I had on the back of this, so it's fine. So we're going to fit this on. That's sticky stuff. And we need to line it up with the hole in the circle. That looks good like that. Yep. Now I have adhesive on my fingers. Okay. So this is going to go on here. And chocolate's going to go here. And we probably want to put that on a piece of white cardstock to pop that out a little. So let's see here. I've got some punches. So this is 3/4 of an inch. So let's start with an inch. I'm going to cut this over here. So I'm going to start by just punching out this one end so we can get a good look at what it's going to look like. We'll get an idea of what this will look like by doing that. So I'm going to slide it in here. Now with these punches, you want to turn them over so that you can, so you're looking at the curve here and the curve here, and you want to make sure that it's centered, that both of the curves are cut. So we'll punch that. And that's going to be about perfect. I think I'll go ahead and punch this other end. Let me make sure I'm putting it in the right one. Is it this one? No, it's the other one. Yeah. So it goes in this one. All right. We'll put that on there. And we want a day without. Kind of day. Today is a day without. There it is. We'll line this up and grab a block. Now, I'm not sure how we're going to do this. I have to take a look and see what my options are. If I scooch that down like that, then I could put this here. And then I could put a day without on here. So let's see if there's anything in the background that I want. Nope, I think I'm just gonna try to stamp this right in the center. Let's check this and make sure that it's straight. Maybe get my head in front of it. That looks good. Okay. I'm going to line this up with the grid so that I know that is the middle. And now I got to pull it towards me. Sorry. I know it's hard for you to see now. All right. Not too shabby. And we'll put that away. It's funny because sometimes when I get on here, if I've already got everything planned out and it rolls real quick, we're done in 20 minutes. But personally, I enjoy actually doing the card with you watching and asking questions, and for me it's much more enjoyable this way. So we'll put that on there, and I'm not going to pop it up. I'm just going to stick it down. Come on, gotta advance that tape. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Got it adhesive on my fingers. It's not down yet, and it's a little crooked, so, oh, that part's down. You can usually pull it up without any trouble when you're using the Stampin' Seal, but if you use the Stampin' Seal Plus, forget it. You're not going to get it up. All right, so that's going to go there, and I've got something on there, and I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's adhesive or... Oh, yeah, it's adhesive. I just saw it move. There we go. All right, so now we want to... And there's some more. Oh, shoot. Okay, so now we're going to adhere this right there. Straight, like that. And so that I know I'm putting it exactly where I want it, I'm just going to put it in there instead of on the back of this. Okay. Yep. So that works. More adhesive. So these gum erasers, or whatever it is, they're really nice because they get the adhesive off of the cards, and once it's worn out, you just cut the end off. You just cut the tip of it off and just keep using it. So I think we got it all. Okay, here we are. Now we're going to put this down. Get my host coat up there so you can see it. Stampin' Up! Has adhesive sheets, and if I had thought about it, I would have put down, you put down your cards, you put down the adhesive sheet, you put down the cardstock. So before I cut this out, it was just one solid piece of soft suede. And then when you cut it out, then the adhesive is on the back, and you can just peel it off and stick it down. But I didn't do that, so I'm going to grab my liquid glue. And the liquid glue works well for this. You just need to make sure that you don't get too much, because you don't want it squirting out everywhere. So clean my glue off. Okay. So we're just going to put a few dots on here like this. And the rule is, if you can see it, it's enough. Because you don't want a lot. All right. Bring this over here so I can grab it. You could use my tweezers, that would probably work better. And we'll just try to get it on there straight, as straight as we can. See, with this liquid glue, you've got a little bit of playroom. All right, so we're going to put this on here, and I'll use dimensionals for that. Let's see where I put my dimensionals. here they are. Right in front of my nose. So we'll get a couple of these, put them on the back. And we'll go ahead and put this down. And then we're going to put this here. So in order to do that, I will put a little glue on the back of this end and a dimensional under there. And hold that for a second and that will dry. All right, so that's the outside. Now we just need to finish the inside. And we can put designer series paper here. We can put something different like this if we want, or we can put the other that we used on the outside back on there. So either one would work. Let's see, we made our, yeah, it went like this. So let's do that, since that's what we used on the front. I'm going to cut it over here so I'm not dragging this back over there and blinding you again. So I'm going to cut it 4 by 4. That looks good. Now you can decorate your card any way you want. You could put, you know, you could write down here if you wanted, or, you know, if you wanted to do that, you wouldn't need to put down designer series paper, or you could put down the designer series paper and then just put a smaller piece of white cardstock down there so that you could write on it. So now one last stamp, I think, and then we'll have the envelope, and then that'll be it. So we have A Day Without Chocolate, and I'm going to use this one. Is like, just kidding, I have no idea. That's so cute, it's adorable. All right, let's get this lined up so that we can get our block on. Turn this right side up. So we line it up like that. Grab our block, put it on. And now we're going to use soft suede again. And we will stamp this. Like that. And that looks pretty good. So we'll stamp this here. To line this up. There we are. That's so cute, isn't it? I like that. It's like, just kidding. I have no idea. So there's our card. I hope you like that. I will decorate this envelope real quick here. I think we'll use we're going to use this and this, and we'll put that right here, down here at the bottom. Right down at the bottom. And so remember, we did the inside color, we did it with crumb cake. Just make sure I've got this at the bottom. Yep. Do you think we should stamp the inside also? Like put it down here too? I like to do that on most of my cards. I will do that. So we'll do it on this one too. Uh-oh. Did you just see what I did? I just tapped that on the soft suede instead of the crumb cake. So I'm going to clean that off. It's so easy to do that. Demonstrators, no matter how long we've been crafting, we make mistakes. All right. So we'll go ahead and close that up and clean this off. We'll put that back. And then we'll use this one with the soft suede. We got that one. Oops. And there we are. That takes care of that. You guys are probably getting tired of watching me, aren't you? Let's do something else. I'm missing that. Let's see what I did with it. Okay. So there's just one last thing to do, and that is to, if we're going to put something here, we can do that. And sometimes I'll cover the entire flap. Sometimes I'll just go across part of it. Let's see what I have over here. I don't have enough to go all the way across. Should we piece it? We could probably piece it, or we could do something else. Let me get a little bit of this. I'll cut it. Let's see, I'll cut it to half an inch. I think that'll work. So we need to, I'm going to grab my silicone mat. So we need to start off the edge just a little bit. And then we'll run this here. thought I lined this up. No. Oh, I have it upside down. All right. The postman won't care. Cut this off. And this. And I think that's it. We are finished with this card. It goes in its nice matching envelope. So let me know what you think. I thought it turned out pretty well. I agree. There is nothing better. So give me chocolate anytime. So that's that. And I hope you like it. And oh, hi, Betty. I did have it upside down. Okay, give me your address. So, yeah, that's it. So let me know what you think. Be sure to visit my blog. You'll see all sorts of samples out there. And anything else, if you have any questions or anything, please just ask. Send me an email. This is my email address, as I said earlier. This is my blog, https just tinyurl.com/Teresa with an H, Tucker blog. You'll find me there. I am still working on building it, so but all the content's out there, all of the pictures and instructions on how to make the cards and a list of supplies as well. I'll have I'll have that information out there for all 3 of these cards, probably tomorrow. So that's our cards right there. We did it. I think we did a good job. So thank you so much for being here. Again, my name is Teresa Tucker. I own Tucker Top Notch Designs, and I'm so glad you're here. So thank you. Bye-bye.